Are the examples for 2 marks. Find the domain and range, like that examples, or sketch the diagram of the domain. So find domain and range of the function f(x,y) is 1 by x square into y. So this the function is two variable function f(x,y), and so f(x,y) is function from r square, r cross r to r. That is its real valued function. And so domain, right, domain of its domain is what? Uh, that is the elements xy belongs to r square, such that x square into y is not equal to 0. Because if x square into y is 0, then 1 by 0 is infinity, is meaningless quantity, that is not real number. And so when we have the what are the elements of domain? So domain are the elements of r square, xy, order pair xy belongs to r cross r square, because this fxy is the function from r square to r. So R square is its actually domain, and R is its codomain. And the elements whose images are not exist are not the element of the domain. So if when the element image does not exist, if this x square into y is x square into y is 0, then 1 by 0 is infinity, is meaningless quantity. Therefore what is the domain? Domain is the set xy belongs to r square, such that x square into y is not equal to 0. And range is what? Range means the set of images. So if you take suppose x and y both are 1, f of 1 1. So what is the image of 1 1? Is 1 by 1 square into 1. That is 1 by 1 means 1. Image of 1 1 is 1. Image of 1 2, suppose 1 2, then 1 square into 2, 1 half is the image of 1 2. Like that. So when what is the pre-image of 1 by 2? Suppose 1 by 2 is 1 2. 1 2. Okay. So the set of images is called a range of the set. And so obviously the range of the function is subset of R. So is the set of elements from R, such that W is not equal to 0. Because if W is 0, then what is x and y? X and y both are 0. X and y both are 0. Okay. So 1 by 0 is infinity. So just write that W belongs to R if W is not equal to 0. Okay. So this is the, if the W is not equal to 0, is the range of the function. So write the range of the function for all examples as W is not equal to 0. F of xy is 1 by x into y. So domain is what? Order pair xy belongs to r square, such that x into y is not equal to 0. Like similar to this is the set of order pairs xy, such that x into y is not equal to 0. Because if x into y is 0, then what happen? 1 by, we have 1 by 0 answer, that is infinity. So range is what? Again, W belongs to R, such that W is not equal to 0. That is the element not equal to 0. Okay, because 1 by x into y is not equal to 0. When 1 by x into y is 0, if x and y, x into y is infinity. Break for 2 minutes. हेलो, पटकन बोला, लेक्चर चालू है. हेलो. So next example is what? Sketch the domain of fxy as root x, root y minus x square with respect to the range of the function. So what is the domain of this function? If this quantity y minus x square is greater than or equal to 0, because root of negative quantity is complex number. So the domain is what? Again, xy belongs to r square, says that y minus x square is greater than or equal to 0. Because if this y minus x square is a negative quantity, then its root is a complex number. So complex number are not the part of range. So domain is what? Xy belongs to r square, says that y minus x square is greater than or equal to 0. that is xy belongs to r square, says that y minus x square is greater than or equal to 0 means y is greater than or equal to x square. Okay, so this is the domain of the function, and if we sketch the diagram, then y is equal to x square means this is the parabola, y is equal to x square. Okay, above the x axis and around the y axis, this is y is equal to x square, and is greater than or equal to 0 means this part is the domain. So this is the diagram of the sketch the domain means this is the domain, and again range is what w belongs to r, such that w is greater than or equal to 0. Here is w is not equal to 0, here is w is greater than or equal to 0. So similarly write the answer of these problems. Fxy is y minus x, so domain is xy belongs to r square, and there is no condition, because this is only just y minus x. So y minus x exists for all y minus values of y minus x. So just write domain as xy belongs to r square. There is no condition such that, or just write r square is the domain, and range is what? Range is all the elements of r has pre-images. So w range is r, set r. Okay, w belongs to r. There is no conditions, like just write set w belongs to r. Don't write w is not equal to 0 or greater than or equal to 0. Root, again root means like this problem, like this. So a domain is what? Xy belongs to r square, such that y minus x is greater than or equal to 0. And range is what? W belongs to r, such that w is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, because when root of the number exists, if it is a positive number, otherwise we have the complex number. So just write y minus x is greater than or equal to 0, and w is what? Range is w belongs to r, such that w is greater than or equal to 0. Similarly, the range is what? There is no condition, because x into y exists for all x and y. So xy belongs to r square, or just write r square, and range is w belongs to r, right, is equal to capital R. Find the range and domain of the function. Okay, so domain is what? Xy belongs to r square, such that this denominator is not equal to 0. Okay, just write this answer out, this answer. When this x square minus y square is not equal to 0 means x square is not equal to y square, means x is not equal to plus minus y. Just write this answer. This denominator is not equal to 0, and range is what? W belongs to r, such that w is minus infinity to infinity for all numbers w exist, or just write r. Then this is not equal to 0 is the domain, and range is what? This is not equal to 0. Don't write here greater than, it not equal to 0. Here write w is not equal to 0. There is no condition. 4x square plus 9y square means domain is all elements of r square, and range is r. This is not the answer actually. R, right, r. This is wrong answer. Or this is wrong, right? Just r. This is again r square is the domain, range is r. Y by x square is not equal to 0, and range is what? All elements of r. Then again 16 minus x square, root 1 by 16 minus x square, 16 minus x square, 9, 16 minus x square minus y square is greater than 0 means this, that x square plus y square is less than 16. That is, if we change the sign of both sides, then we have less than is denoted by greater than. So write the similar answer of these problems. So these are some problems for range and domain. So these are problems for 2 marks. Then we start the second chapter, that is the partial derivative. So in the first chapter is what? Limit and continuity, and range and domain. The next chapter is what? Partial derivative. Second chapter of this paper, partial derivative. So what is the partial derivative of the function with respect to x? Fxy is the function. Its partial derivative is denoted by this notation: dab f by dab x at x naught y naught. Or write dab f by dab x in bracket, and then at right at bottom x naught y naught. Or write f suffix x. What is the notation for partial derivative with respect to x? F suffix x, or dab f by dab x. This is the notation for partial derivative. And what is the definition? Limit h tends to 0, f of x naught plus h y naught minus f of x naught y naught divided by h, if limit exists. So if we write dab f by dab x just, then limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h y minus f of x y divided by h. That is general derivative definition. Dab f by dab x is f of x plus h y minus f of x y divided by h as h tends to 0. And the partial derivative with respect to y is what? Dab f by dab y at x naught y naught is limit k tends to 0, f of x naught y naught plus k minus f of x naught y naught by k, if limit exists. Here is x naught plus h, here is y naught plus k. Okay, so this is the notation for partial derivative with respect to y, dab f by dab y at x naught y naught. All right, in bracket dab f by dab y, or dab f by dab y is denoted by f suffix y. Okay, so by using the definition of partial derivative, find dab f by dab x and dab f by dab y. This is the function, and we have to find the value at -2, 1. So the values at -2, 1. Limit h tends to 0, f of x naught y naught. X naught y naught is x naught is -2, y naught is 1. So write this definition: f of x naught plus h y naught. So x naught means -2 plus h 1, y naught means 1, minus f of x naught y naught means -2 1 by h. So just write x naught as -2 here, and write y naught as 1. So we have this. This is dab f by dab x at -2 1. Right here -2 1 here. Right -2 1, and then f of -2 plus h 1. This is f of xy. That is how we can find the value of f of -2 plus h comma 1. Substitute x as -2 plus h, x as -2 plus h, and y as 1. We have this. And how we can find f of -2 1? Substitute x as -2 and y as 1. We have this. So after calculation, we have this h by h, that is 1. And so limit of 1 as is 1. So this is the partial derivative with respect to x of this function at -2 1. Or we can find another method, that is find the partial derivative with respect to x, means it is treat y as a constant. Then we have the answer 2. Derivative of 4 is 0, 2x derivative is 2, minus 3y derivative is 0 with respect to x, and minus y xy square derivative is -y square. So 2 minus y square. And if we substitute y is 1, then 2 minus 1 square is 2 minus 1, that is we have answer 1 by direct method. But this is reason by using definition. Here is using definition of partial derivative, compute this derivative. Then dab f by dab y at x naught y naught. This is the definition. Substitute x naught as -2, y naught as 1. We have this, and the value of this quantity by using the definition. And after calculation, we have this k. Let's cancel 1 plus 2k. Substitute k as 0. That is, we have the answer 1. So this is that definition of partial derivative with respect to x and y. Write the definition of partial derivative of dab f by dab x at x naught y naught z naught, and use that to find the value of dab f by dab z at 1 2 3. So this is the function. So what is the definition of partial derivative with respect to x? Suppose x. So the definition, first write the definition. Here dab f by dab z, suppose dab f by dab z x naught y naught z naught is limit x tends to 0, f of x naught y naught z naught plus h minus f of x naught y naught z naught by h. Limit h tends to 0. Don't write here h tends to 0. Here write, this is the definition of dab f by dab x. Don't write here z. X at x naught y naught z naught is this. What is dab f by dab y at x naught y naught z naught? Limit k tends to 0, f of x naught comma y naught plus k comma z naught minus f of x naught y naught z naught by k. And what is dab f by dab z? Is limit hk, and then take L, suppose notation L tends to 0, f of x naught comma y naught plus z naught plus L minus f of x naught y naught z naught by L. Or here is the notation, take L, h, k and L, h, k and L. Or here is the h is the notation. So this is the definition with respect to z. And then dy by z at 1, 2, 3 is what? Substitute x naught as 1, y naught as 2, and z naught as 3. We have this. Instead of h, we can also take L notation, L, small l. So the value of this function by using the definition, substitute x as 1, y as 2, z as 3 plus h. We have this. And here f of 1, 2, 3 is what? Substitute x as 1, y as 2, and z as 3. We get this answer, 18. And after simplification, we have this. Take h as common, cancel h, and then we have the answer 12. So this is the derivative of the function f with respect to z at 1, 2, 3. This is 3 variable function. Find the partial derivative dy by dx and dy by the following function at point 2 minus 3. So dy by dx directly, what we have this directly, the answer that is treat here while finding dy by dx, treat y as a constant. So 5 x into y means 5y as a constant. X derivative of x is 1, then 14x. So minus y square derivative 0, 3x derivative is 3, minus 6y derivative is 0, plus 2 derivative is 0. And the value at 2 minus 3, that is substitute x as 2 and y as minus 3, we have minus 40 answer. We can also find the derivative of this function with respect to x by using this definition, definition of partial derivative, or directly. Similarly, dy by dy, while finding dy by dy, treat x as constant. So we have the derivative at this, and the value at 2 minus 3 is 10. Similarly here, direct answer, treat while finding partial derivative with respect to x, treat y as a constant. And while finding derivative with respect to y, treat x as constant. So sine square means 2 times sine x minus 3y into derivative of sine x minus 3y is cos x minus 3y into 1 with respect to x. And then this is 2 times sine x minus 3y into cos x minus 3y. Derivative of sine x minus 3y is what? Cos x minus 3y into derivative of x minus 3y is minus 3. Then we have this answer. Write the limit definition of partial derivative of dy by dx, dy at x naught, y naught, z naught, and use to find its derivative at minus 103. The function is given. So the derivative, partial derivative with respect to y at x naught, y naught, z naught is what? Limit k tends to 0, f of x naught, comma, y naught plus h, z naught minus f of x naught, y naught, z naught by k. What is dy by dx? Is limit x naught, limit x tends to 0, f of x naught plus h, y naught, z naught minus f of x naught, y naught, z naught by h. And what is dy by z at x naught, y naught, z naught? Is limit L tends to 0, f of x naught, comma, y naught, comma, z naught plus L minus f of x naught, y naught, z naught by L. Okay, so use notation h, k, and L. So this is the partial derivative with respect to y at x naught, y naught, z naught. X naught, y naught, z naught are given minus 103. So substitute that minus 103. And then the value of this quantity by using this definition, that fxy is this. So substitute x as minus 1, y as 0 plus k means 0, z as 3. We have this. And substitute x as minus 1, y as 0, z as 3. We have this answer. So after calculation, 2k plus 9 means 9 is the final answer, partial derivative with respect to y. Similarly, we can, for practice, we can find the derivative of this function with respect to x and with respect to z. For practice, find fx and fy means, fx means the dy by dx, fy means dy by dy of the function this. So directly the definition, 1 by derivative of x is 0, x is 1, and minus 1 by, right here 1, right here 1, minus 1 by 2 times root y square minus z square into 2y. Here is this is wrong answer. This is wrong answer. This is not the derivative with respect to x. This is wrong answer. Dy by dy y. This is the correct answer. And 1 by, this is the answer correct. So what is the dy by dy x? Is this 1 minus the derivative of x is 1 with respect to y. With respect to x is 1, and derivative of my root y square minus z square is 0. So just I write answer 1. Dy by dy by, this answer is wrong. This is correct. That dy by dy x is 1, and dy by dy y, this answer is correct. That dabby by dabby is minus y by root y square minus z square. And dabby by dabby z is what? The derivative of x is 0. And the derivative of this quantity is minus 1 by 2 times root y square minus z, y square plus z square into derivative of y square plus z square with respect to z is 2z. So this answer is correct. This answer is correct. And this one answer is correct. So this, then dabby by dabby x and dabby by dabby y, while sine inverse 1 by x, sine inverse x into y. So sine inverse derivative is what? Dabby by dabby x is 1 by root 1 minus x into y square into derivative of x into y with respect to x is y. So this is the answer. And then dabby by dabby y is the this 1 by 1 minus x into y square into derivative of x into y is x. So these are the examples of previous chapter. Simultaneously with and limit. So this is the second order partial derivative f x x a b. That is dabba square f by dabba x square. This is dabba square f by dabba x square. So is what? Limit h tends to 0 f of x f of x, don't write here this bracket, f suffix x a plus h b minus fx ab divided by h. Because what is fxxx? It is a partial derivative of fx with respect to x. Partial derivative of x with fx with respect to x. So just write f as fx. Fx a plus h b minus fx ab divided by h. And fyy is what? It's derivative of fy with respect to y. With respect to y means limit k tends to 0 fy a plus a comma b plus k minus fy ab divided by k. Similarly, fyx means what? Derivative of fy with respect to x. Fy with respect to x. That is limit h tends to 0. With respect to x derivative means limit h tends to 0 fy a plus hb minus fy ab divided by h. And fxy means derivative of fx with respect to y is limit k tends to 0. The derivative of fx with respect to y means limit k tends to 0 fx a b plus k minus fx ab divided by k. So these are the definitions of second order partial derivatives. Find fx and fy means first order partial derivative of this function, and write the limit definition partial derivative of dabby by dabby y of this function. So same problems by using definition of dabby by dabby y. At x naught, y naught, z naught, find this the value of dabby by dabby y at minus 103. Okay, so remaining problem we will see the next lecture.